Underground and massive, and the come up was classic. Back when white boys rapped were getting their ass kicked, I was battling these rappers in caskets.
Zach, thank you for joining us today, man. How you doing?
I'm good, guys. I'm good. Thanks for having me. It's really nice to meet both of you.
Yeah, no problem. We're excited to have you. So, yeah, we got some good questions for you. And before we kind of get into the music part of the interview, we were just kind of hoping to learn more about kind of Zach Smith as the person. So, any type of way you can kind of share your story of how you got here?
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess, it's a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. My name is Zach. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I live in Nashville now. I've been living here for, it will be 7 years in May. I guess the way that I pop punk and also, rap songs.
It's like when you're like not working, what are like some of your like hobbies that you like to do on the side to kind of keep you motivated with your work and music?
Shit, man, I'm still I'm at the point now where, although I'm like in sessions and stuff during the week and during the week, I have a part-time job where I'm like serving tables on the weekends. So, there's a little bit of that, but, filling up the space, I guess, like creatively, things I enjoy. I have a dog who I love. She's like my favorite thing ever. So I spend a lot of the time trying to like hang out with her and like train her. Like I'm getting to the point where she is like almost there, but she's like about to start walking with me without a leash. Like we can do it in certain areas. So that's like kind of like something I'm pretty proud of. But other than that, man, I like playing like video games. I'm an Xbox kind of guy. Collecting records is a big thing I'm into. Like vinyl records, and I'm trying to like start getting into like tapes. Like I'm about to I really want to get this like stereo tape that they used, and I can't remember which movie, but where the guy holds the boombox over his head.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get into that collecting wise. Like I want to get like fucking like some of my favorite projects on tape and maybe make some of my own. Those are the kind of hobbies that have been taking up my time.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of dog do you have?
Dude, she's I rescued her from the Nashville Humane Association. This is actually one of the things kind of taking up my free time too. I really want to make like a documentary about like what kind of dog she is. It's so she's from Puerto Rico. And when I got her, they like came like the manual test to see what was in her. And it only came back with like 50%. Like it said 50% unknown. So I looked into it, and there's like a native dog breed to Puerto Rico called the Zola. It's like XOLO and then a bunch of letters from the alphabet after. She is brown and white and has fur all over, but like bill-wise, exactly like her. And dude, when like look into this dog breed, they are like the thing that the chupacabra is based off of. Like the legend of like chupacabras comes from this breed of dog in like Puerto Rico, because they have a like tendency to stand up on their hind legs, which my dog does. They're very vocal, and like they get the ridge of hair going up their spine when they get like sided. It like stands up like a hyena, and she does all of these things. So I'm like trying to like document all of her little tidbits and stuff, or like little things about her to show that she is like actually part mythical creature.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, that must be such a cool dog to have around. And I'm looking forward to when the documentary comes out.
Yeah, bro, I'm calling it. Her name is Charlie, so I'm calling it Project Charlotte. It'll be out soon, but it works.
Awesome. So you got a lot of tattoos. Kind of explain your inspiration for some of them.
My mom is like a huge Disney fan. Like she's always been like specifically Mickey Mouse. She's always loved Mickey Mouse. So I got this one. I don't want to move the phone because it'll like fuck up. But if you guys can see, we got Mickey, but he's like flipping a couple birds.
I love it.
So yeah, just like that's probably my favorite one right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I have a rose tattoo for home too. So we're from a town near Philly, and it's known as the Red Rose City. So that was kind of my inspiration for that one too.
Yeah, bro. Like having something Wait, Caleb, do you have a rose tattoo too?
Yeah, I have like a bunch of like random tattoos and stuff, and it's like I guess it's kind of like hard to see, but like I got like the ghost from like SpongeBob, like an airplane. And I'm like my theme is like triangles, so I'm trying to implement like triangle themes and stuff because this was my first like tattoo that I got with my sister and my dad, and so like I've been just trying to implement like tattoos and make it like interesting, like the triangles like in the airplane and stuff. I got like a couple on my legs. I got like the shameless tattoo and stuff. Wait, like the shameless tattoo. So yeah, I've just been trying to like come up with really.
Yeah, dude, you're more tatted up than I am. Your tattoos are fucking sick.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, Caleb, keep the clothes on, please. Keep the clothes on.
I'll try.
But the tattoos are addicting for sure.
Yeah, bro. Once you get one, they just keep coming.
Right, you got to get more.
Most definitely.
So, kind of getting into the music part of the interview. So, your EP, All or Nothing, which I also have All or Nothing tattooed on me, that quote. So, your EP came out in June of 2023. So, we just kind of wanted to know, like, what kind of influenced that, and what it kind of means to you that it's come out and seems like people are loving it.
Yeah, man. I guess the idea behind it was, I made the jump to go, fully into music, where I like quit the job that I was working to like get involved with like the music community and everything. Kind of with the mindset being, you gotta dive headfirst into something for it to work entirely. So, that's kind of where the idea came from. It inspiration wise, Machine Gun Kelly is my favorite artist. One of the like things that resonated most with me when he was like put out Tickets to My Downfall, was, I was having fun singing the songs, and it started to like, with the people I was working with, I started to like kind of figure out how to use my voice. Like I didn't know how to sing beforehand at all, and a lot of the people like around me who are very talented like singers started to kind of like show me how to make that transition happen. So yeah, with my background being in like hip hop and rap, but yeah, the fast cadences, kind of mixing with the rougher like melodic tones that I was able to get out, just kind of added to the punk sound. And then the people that I was working with, on the production side, like Cam Becker and Corey Malk and John Townsend and stuff, they like are very talented with guitars, and like that sound is just kind of what wrapped around it. So yeah, that's kind of how it all came together.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's funny that you mentioned MGK because I've been showing people your music recently when I told them that we were going to get you on here, and they're like, "Oh, he sounds
Thank
a
you,
lot
man.
like MGK," and I was like, "Yeah, it makes sense." Like, you can kind of see the transition. You kind of went from more hip hop to pop punk, just like he did too. So that makes
Yeah, dude,
perfect
I
sense.
really feel I feel like he kind of, you know, really changed an industry when he like did that, and like, partnered with Travis Barker and everything. And I by no means am any sort of like face of that style of music, and there are a lot of bands that came before, him obviously. Um, but yeah, you kind of like emulate the people that you listen to and the music that you have the most fun with. And I like I said, he's my favorite artist. I've like listened to all of his music leading up to that point too, to see like he was doing something that really kind of hit home with like the world. Just felt really cool, and like something I wanted to be, I guess, a part of in a smaller way.
Right, him and MGK and Travis Barker made it cool again to be punk, right? I love it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That music has always been fucking cool. Anytime you listen to like Sum 41 or Blank, it's always just like a good time and stuff. And it really just like nobody was doing it. So, they
Mm.
not, I don't want to say they made it cool again, because it was always, like I said, it was always, that music always fucking rocked. But they definitely
Yeah,
brought it back to the light for sure.
right. Yeah, absolutely.
What is your songwriting process, and how can you kind of like draw the most meaningful like lines when making your music?
Dude, my like I guess process has really evolved and changed over the years. I've been writing since I was like 15, and I feel like I've kind of graduated from the point of like when I started getting into this, I didn't know what co-writing was or like really how to like work with other people on music. So I spent a lot of time kind of sitting at a table with a pen and paper trying to figure out how to like write lines that connected with each other and really made sense, which was grueling looking back at it. And now it's over time evolved into just talking out loud with like a room of people, and you just kind of like say a line that comes to your head. It really does just kind of pop out of nowhere, and if it hits and it lands, it feels great. If not, you kind of tweak it to figure out how it like you just feel it out, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I used to go into rooms too with like a concept or an idea in mind, like hanging on to like one topic and trying to like write around that thing. And more or less now it's just kind of like it really is therapeutic where, it's like what's on my mind, what's on the mind of the people that I'm working with, and how can we like communicate that through song.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right.
Do you have like a
Yeah.
favorite lyric that you developed or kind of made?
One that I made, that I wrote, or like just
Yeah,
ooh.
that you kind of like wrote, like one of your like favorite lyrics that kind of just like, I guess, implemented throughout the rest.
Shit.
I guess if like there's another like line too from like other music that you kind of like drew inspiration from, like a line in another song that kind of like was an inspiration towards your other music.
Yeah, as far as like other people's music and stuff goes, like Vince Staples has like I think the most iconic like opening lines. Like if you go and like look at like North North, like fucking like bitch you thirsty, please grab a Sprite. My crib's like and not like that. It just like they're not super deep or anything. It just like hooks you in. It's like what else is like you about to say? Same thing with like Blue Suede, dude. Like the first line of that is bitches ain't shit bitches ain't shit but tricks. I've been knowing this, and it's just like fucking it's just fun. It's a good time. So like I really appreciate that, and I try to like when I'm writing I try to do stuff like that that's like it's not too serious. It's just it hooks people in. I guess more like on the serious side, looking at like Hotel Diablo, off of like Hollywood Horror. The second verse of that is like I think one of the craziest things of all time. It's like it goes deeper into the verse where he was like, I woke up sweating, trying to forget I'm in a mansion because fans are mad at my expansion. And my friend I thought was family who would always understand me got offended because he jealous we supposed to be at the Grammys. I'm asking, when in pride and passion get mistaken for handouts and ask us. And the fact is I made it from trailer trash to Saks Fifth. Took it from underground and massive, and the come up was classic. Back when white boys rap were getting their ass kicked, I was battling putting these rappers in caskets. I was walking home getting jumped after classes. Tell me why don't my haters mention that shit now? And this is the part that I really fuck with. My rent is due and I'm the tenant, getting by with no credit. Got residue from a sedative, I ain't get from a medic. My schedule is so fucking hectic, but still I'm in debt. I'll be better off. That's so life insurance, keep my family fed. It's because of y'all. Like that shit is so fucking dope, bro. That's like
That was impressive.
And I don't know.
I can tell you love him. You must listen to that song a time or two.
But no, I don't know. Personally, I do have like songs that like I listen to them back that I have written, and they like I feel like I really said something, and it holds holds a lot of importance to me. I was really like, dude, I rhymed in like a song that's not out yet. It's goofy as shit, but like I rhymed evidently and then turned into a naked snail. Hold up, why? Which is like dumb, but like I don't know. I think it's kind of like cool, like the syllable placement.
The creativity you can kind of have with that kind of stuff is awesome.
For sure. It's like it's a chance to like express yourself with like no rules or anything. And yeah, lately I've been having a lot of fun with the music, and there are times where I need to like write something that feels a little bit deeper, but I haven't been in that mood lately. So yeah, I'd have to give that a little bit more thought.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know emotion has a lot to do with it. So you kind of mentioned like co-writing and working with other people. Someone else that I listen to a decent amount is Knox, and I know you two kind of have a relationship. So I was kind of wondering, how did that start, and what does that kind of look like for you guys?
Yeah, man. So Knox was actually my first co-write ever. Like I said, when I started to get into music, I didn't really know what co-writing was. So I had reached out to Knox. Like somebody had retweeted a video of him singing a Quinn 92 song like on a bench, and he hits this falsetto like run. And when I heard that, I saw the video. I was like, I gotta get this dude on a song. Like this guy's fucking crazy. And so I DM'd him and he didn't fucking respond. And so I like waited, and then I like emailed him and he responded to the email, and turns out he was in Nashville. I didn't know he was in Nashville. So we meet up, and he's like, I went to go see him play, and I showed up late, and he's like getting off the stage or whatever. And he was like asking, like, I figured we were going to go to this bar and like talk about this song or whatever. And he's like, bro, where do you live? And I was like, well, like 20 minutes south. And he's like, all right, bet. Like, let me put this guitar in my car and like send me your address. I'll meet you down there. And I was like, oh, okay. And he had been, little did I know, he had been in the mode of like going to people's houses and writing songs for like, however long before he had met me. So he came down there and we wrote that song, which was the first time I like really wrote a song with another person. And he left, and I told the girl I was dating at the time, like she was there, and I was like, I think that guy's gonna be like my best friend.
Say, Zach, but can I jump in and say, was that song you wrote, was it Cold? Was that the one that you released?
No, dude. This song was called "Am I Crazy?" And then we did "Cold" after that with our buddy Danny or whatever. But yeah, so he just like from that point on, Knox like always like pulled me into sessions, like as he was getting more involved with the music community, he would just like ask me to tag along, and I really got to learn how to kind of make a career out of it and do it like commercially and stuff. And yeah, we've just been tight ever since. And yeah, bro, I love that guy.
Yeah, I know it's great to have people like that, and he's been having a lot of success recently too with his Not the 1975 has been stuck in my head ever since it came out.
It's good, bro. And like I got to tell you, that guy deserves every fucking bit of it. He is like so talented. Like, yeah, the things he can do with like a guitar and just off the top of his head are crazy. And he's like, he's done it the smart way. And yeah, it's awesome to see how big he's getting.
And then just to kind of wrap it up here, it's funny, this question we thought about before you made those kind of recent posts in the last couple of days with the teasers for the new songs. But, what is kind of the new music you're making kind of look like? What can you share? Like, what does kind of the future look like for you?
Dude, so one, I changed my name. I'm not going by Z Smith anymore. I've never really I chose that name because my sister thought it was cool because it was like on the back of like jerseys and stuff, like when I was like playing sports in like high school and shit. And it's never, I was like, I can like work with that. I can like make that work, but it never really like felt like me, I guess. So, yeah, all of my music's now just under Smittyztop. It's what my social handles have always been. So that's, I guess, the first, step. But music wise, like I'm kind of getting back to my roots a little bit, where I did start out like rapping, and I found kind of a place for that. And that with the pop rock or the punk kind of side of things, I feel like I'm doing things kind of split into two different directions, and I'm going to see if I can kind of keep them both going or see which one kind of like wins out. But yeah, I'm working with a couple guys. I'm still working with like Cam a lot, and we've added Rajiv Dahl into the mix on the pop rock side of things, and he's fucking awesome. So yeah, it's, I guess, things to look out for, like I said, a little bit of pop rock, a little bit of rap, and see how they tie in together.
Right. Yeah. And I can totally see that too, just based off of the two songs that you posted on Instagram yesterday. I believe it was one. I literally thought, I was like, oh, the one sounds like his EP, and then the other one sounds like his older stuff, like Knives Out and stuff like that. So I can definitely see that.
Knives Out. Oh, Logan's been around for a second, man. That would be, oh shit. Yeah, bro. I forgot about that song.
No, that one, it's all good, man. But funny enough, I didn't hear about you until like a month or two ago. I was actually driving back to school, and it's like a 4-hour car ride, and I had one of my like recommended radio stations playing, and He Said, She Said came on, and I was like, oh shit, this is really fucking good. And then I looked further into it, and yeah, the last couple of months, I can guarantee that your stuff's been the most played on my Apple Music for sure. So,
hey, let's go, dude. Shout out to the algorithm, putting it in front of the right people, man. Thanks so much for like listening to the stuff, man. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the algorithm's working for sure. So yeah, so we don't want to take too much of your time. So thank you again for joining us today. Do you have any socials in particular that you want us to plug?
Shit, bro, just anything you can think of, look me up at Smittyztop. I'll be there.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll put that in on the screen somewhere when we post this, and then we'll also put it in the description. And yeah, we'll call that a wrap. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, thank you, man. This is lit, dude. It's so good talking to you.